Why, hello there. Today we are going to do the In and Out book tag where I go through classic tropes and book features and talk about whether I'm in, if I like them, or I'm out. So let's get into it right now. So the first one is reading the last page first. I know people do this and I try to wrap my brain around it, but for me that would ruin the book. What's the point of reading it? I'm sure there's still a point. So the next one is the trope of enemies to lovers. That one's okay. I don't really feel strongly about it one way or another. Next up we have dream sequences. I don't mind dream sequences, whether they're in a book or in a video game. I kind of like them, because dreams are super weird and you can go way off, into the weird. The next one is love triangles. They're okay. They can be done really well and they can be done really terrible. So it just depends on who is writing the love triangle trope. Cracked spines. I mean, that's the sign of a well-loved book. It means it's been read and loved. I don't buy books to have them museum perfect. The trope, back to my small town. I don't know, those are always kind of fun. I don't mind those at all. The next one, monsters are regular people. Well, that's the scariest kind of monsters are the human monsters. I guess that's supposed to be a trope. All right, I don't know. The next one is no paragraph breaks. No thank you. Why would anyone do that? Oh, there's really old books that have that in them, I feel like. I don't know, I haven't come across any in recent times. All right, so the next one is multi-generational sagas. I love those. Pachinko was a multi-generational saga and it was awesome. Rereading, I 100% reread. There are certain books that I reread every few years or so and I am on board. Artificial intelligence. I mean, in books it's fine. In real life, sometimes it can be kind of scary. Skynet. The next one is drop caps. I don't know what that means. Pass. Someone, if you know what that means, you can maybe explain to me in the comments. I'll probably look it up after. Happy endings. Who doesn't like a happy ending? I don't want everyone to die. Someone's got to survive and make it through. I mean, sad endings can have a real emotional quality, but so can a happy ending. Plot points that only converge at the end. Those are fine too. I'm okay with that. Wrap it all up and explain it all at the end. That's cool. Detailed magical systems. Yes, please. I do like those. Classic fantasy races. What, like dwarf, elf, orc? I'm good with those. I like those. I also like weird ones as well. Unreliable narrators. Okay, sometimes that can be weird. It just depends on how it's written. I've had a few books that have had the narrator that it was just impossible to follow and that's frustrating, but it's really dependent on how it's written. Evil protagonists. I mean, if you don't have stakes in your book, you gotta have someone who's kind of a crap bag in them. The chosen one. I like the chosen one trope. Why? I don't know. I just do. The next one is when the protagonist dies. It depends on the story because it does kind of suck sometimes if you have the main character die, but it depends on the emotional quality of the story. Really long chapters. I do not mind them. I mean, I probably like shorter chapters much better, but I also don't mind really long chapters. French flaps. I'd feel indifferent. They're cool, I guess. This next one says deckled edges, and I don't know what that means. I'm gonna actually look that one up. So I had to look up what deckled edges were because I had no idea, and it's just the rough cut edging of the pages, so it's not flush, it's kind of textural, I guess. I don't mind those, that's cool. Signed copies by the author. I have a good chunk of books that are signed. I don't know why people wouldn't like those. Yeah, they're cool. Dog earring pages. A venomous no. Don't do it. There's so many options. Sock bookmark. Or, you could use a regular bookmark or throw a piece of paper or a receipt or anything else than dog earring. Anyway, sorry, I feel very firmly about that one. Don't do it. But they're your books, so you can do whatever you want. It's fine. Don't let me know. Don't show me. Chapter titles instead of numbers. I like chapter titles, but numbers are fine too. Do they add a little bit to the story? Maybe. They give you kind of a hint of what could be ahead, so that's kind of cool, So I'm not sure who originally did this video, but I will look it up and put it down below. This is the part of the video where I'm supposed to tag people, but I never know who's already done the tags, and I always am weird about it because I'm a weirdo, and You got stuff going on. Life is freaking busy. If you enjoyed this and want to, consider yourself tagged. Tell us about the ins and outs and how you feel about some of these topics. So if you like tag videos, the next video coming up will be another tag video. So stick around, check it out. And if you had fun hanging out today, boop that like button, come back, see me again, and we'll talk about more bookish things and weird stuff.